Citizens of a future redefined. No regrets tied to the things we leave behind. Brand new possibilities, technologies and currencies. A new sun will rise and shadows quickly fade. Dawn of a new age.
Hey guys, welcome back to the stream. This is me, Tango, also known as Sri Ramashal, and joining me today is none other than
Old Bear, also known as Siddharth Prashant, and Tango. The last game was pretty goddamn amazing. Optic Gaming.
Oh yes, you're talking about Optic Gaming versus Team Kafan, right? That was really good. Optic India have been really dominant in the previous tournaments as well, and they are a new team as well. Just 2 months ago, they had gone into the tryouts and all of that. They picked the best of India, I would rather say. I mean, they are living up to their expectations as well. Especially in the previous game, we saw the scoreline was 16-2, and that was a pretty dominant game that coming out there from Optic India. YB and Antidote. They were really out of the next level.
Antidotenberg with his op, he seemed to be unstoppable, and it seems as though whenever he had a margin for error. Like when he did make a mistake,
whenever he made a mistake,
was just another guy who was taking revenge.
The trades were all on point, and that is where Team Kafan were lacking in the previous game as well. And speaking about this game right now, we are tuned in for the game between Virtual Assassins and Made in Delhi. Virtual Assassins, they actually made this way to the round of 16 after beating
Hytalis.
Team Hytalis. They were one of Sri Lanka's top teams over there, and they had to face a rocky road, and it was a close game for their previous game, and we're gonna go live with the knife in about a bit.
And the Virtual Assassins and Made in Delhi, we really don't know a lot about these teams, not like Optic India, but I do believe this is going to be a much more even game. This is going to be a much more fun game.
Exactly.
And let's see how exactly it's going to roll out. This is, I think the
it's going to be the first round.
Going to be over. The knife round.
It's going to be the first round of this game, and Virtual Assassins are going to start as CTs, and Made in Delhi are going to go as Ts. And let's see what we have in store right now. And I guess I'd rather say Fallen Angel is going to be the player to watch out for this game, as we are going to see the buys are being taken out. I mean, all of them are going to go for. Most of them are going for their utilities as well as their smokes and all of that. So let's see what we have in store. B seems to be clear. It's going to be as if it's going to go for an A.
Well, but it seems as though they are trying to go for B right here. So let's see how exactly it's going to be going. 5 people from the side of Made in Delhi are going to be rotating towards B main, while one person is going to be making some noise towards A main. And let's see how exactly it's going to be working out for them. Centrifugator does listen to some noise, the rotation being made to B, and we do see people are on site. Mind Scarface is going to be going for the bomb plant right here. He's going to be planting at the back of the side, and let's see how they're going to be playing. Centrifugator is in CT, and he is trying to go for the peak. He does not spot anyone, sadly, and we are going to be seeing Rao is going to be going towards a little bit of an exchange right there, and we are going to be seeing a lot of damage being done, and Centrifugator goes down as he tries to go for the peak from heaven. Superman Flex is also going to go down, and Rao is making short work. He gets a kill onto Logi and follows that up with a kill onto Scarface, and he needs to be careful. He actually tries to go for a kill onto Lexi, but sadly,
that was a good shot there coming out there from Lexi, and that eventually got them the round as well. Made in Delhi, they draw the first blood in this game. It's 1-0 in favor of Made in Delhi, and let's see whether Virtual Assassins are going to give one back to them in this round, because both of them are going for the forces. I guess they are forcing it onto pistols, and while Made in Delhi are going to go for the SMGs, and we see Oh, there is an
actually
AK
see
by
one
coming out there.
AK coming
There
in
is an
from
AK by
Vexy.
coming out there from Vexy. So apart from that, there are going to be 4 SMGs, a Mac-10, a couple of UMPs and a P90 as well. And let's see what we have in store. They are going to wait and try to make sure these guys are making some error. Virtual Assassins are going to make an error, and then they may try to capitalize on that. And let's see what is going to happen.
Yeah.
While Vexy is actually seeing if there is going to be a counter boost, and that is not going to be the case because there is only one guy from Virtual Assassins who is making his way onto mid. He's not pushing as well. They are just staying calm, waiting for Made in Delhi to make a mistake. But we see a couple of guys at we see a guy at A main as well as one at Squeaky, so they are going to make it really slow. They are going to try to, slowly try to push on to A. The bomb is being dropped right outside A main, so it's going to be, they're playing it really safe. They're just waiting for a little bit of a window for Virtual Assassins to make a mistake. So that is what is going on right now. But then they still have about a minute to go for the plant as well. So let's see what we have in store.
Alright, then we are going to be seeing Virtual Assassins, though they are going to be just holding out their angles. One guy has opened up Squeaky. Vexy is going to be still in A main, just waiting for some call coming in from his friend. And it seems as though not a lot is happening right now. We are going to be seeing them just holding down their side, and it seems as though a pause has been called for the next round. We are going to be seeing...
I guess there's going to be a restore or something.
Yeah.
Probably some technical issue coming out there from some of the players, I guess. I'm not really sure about that.
Yeah, so I do think that this round is not going to be counted. We are still going to be going towards 1-0 in the favor of Made in Delhi.
There has been a restore over here, and as we see, we are going to start the second round all fresh.
Yeah.
And let's see whether it's going to be the same buy this round.
Maybe it's going to be like a P90, a Mac-10, 2 UMPs, and an AK. Because Vexy was playing AK, he was just holding down the counter boost, as you said. And yeah, it seems
I
like
guess it's going to be the same buy as well, because we see the P90 coming out, the Mac-10 coming, the AK, and 2 UMPs.
Exactly. It's like nothing changed, guys. Nothing changed. That never happened. The restore never happened. That is exactly how it's going to be happening right now. We are going to be seeing a little bit of a force buy. I think the force buy coming in from the side of Virtual Assassins, that is a little bit different.
They are going for the pistols and armor.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I did believe that Raul actually got a CZ in the previous round.
I mean, yes, he still had some money. So what he went for was a CZ and armor, and that is what he's not going to do this time. He's actually making it into a E250 as well as an armor, so that he can save it for the next round as well. He can have some bonus cash as well. And right now we're going to see actually a couple of guys going on to in right now from team Made in Delhi, and let's see how it's going to fare for them. And it's the same way for Virtual Assassins as well. They're just sticking on to their basics pretty much. Very good, I would say. All the 5, waiting for Made in Delhi to make the first move, just holding the sides and not pushing where it's unnecessary. But as we say that, we are seeing a couple of guys at B main as well, trying to battle it out. And let's see who's going to take the first blood over here. Centrifugator is getting tagged over here, and let's see whether who's going to draw first blood. Like I said, the bomb has been dropped over here right outside A main as well. I'm sorry, the bomb is with...
yeah, the bomb has been dropped.
Yeah, it has been dropped.
Near A main, and it seems as though Vexy is kind of indecisive as to which side he wants to go for. But it seems as though the side of Made in Delhi are going to get their stuff together, and they are going to
go into A, I guess, because you just have around 40 seconds, and the squeaky sound has been made by HBK, and they are making their way in the side. There is a guy outside, but Raul takes him down with that gun over there. But Transgod as well as Scarface taking out 2 quick frags and making it a 4v3 in favor of Made in Delhi, and the bomb has been planted as well. It's going to be a really tough round for Virtual Assassins. That all the three of them are still in their pistols, and I don't think anyone has a kit as well. So it's going to be really tough. Even if they want to act, they have to do it right away. The wing coming out there from Fallen Angel, but he just falls right now, right in front of Vexy with that beautiful frag onto Fallen Angel. And Scream 1 taps as well as Centrifugator are the 2 guys just left standing over here. But Centrifugator is the last guy right now, as Scream 1 taps just gets taken down by Scarface. And let's see what he's going to do. Can he take a couple of frags and try to take a gun?
Yeah, and he does manage to get a kill onto Transguard, and he is just going to be going towards his base, just trying to save his dear life, and the bomb does explode. I do think that he is going to survive.
I guess he could have gone for the gun as well. Like, he just took out one person over there right at the truck, and I thought maybe this one. I was saying about he tried to take his gun, and go away. But there's always this 50-50 chance of getting killed over there.
Yeah,
given
getting
that he
killed
was
by
just-
the bomb. Yeah.
Exactly, he was just around some 50 or 60 HP, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, and he only had a P250 and some armor, and he was pretty tagged as he was going for that exchange. He did manage to win that, but I don't think that if
And
he
we
went
are
for...
gonna actually
Okay,
see
this is a
something really
rush
good over
coming
here.
in from Virtual Assassins, and he is going to be met by a guy coming in from A main. So they need to be careful. Actually, they are going to be rotating around. The push
Oh,
is
we're
going
gonna
to be
see a
there
really
from
good fight
Virtual
over here.
Assassins. The flash is going to be there, and HBK, he's going to be rotating around from Squeaky, so he has made some noise, and it seems that the Virtual Assassin is kind of indecisive right now. They are going to be holding down A side. They do manage to kill the guy in Squeaky. Virtual Assassins, they are going to be holding down A side with their dear lives, while Made in Delhi are going to be making
They
the
are
long
they are
rotation.
actually going back. They are retreating and making their way to B, because there was already one person from main in Delhi who was scouting on B, and once actually the bomb was spotted at A main, Virtual Assassins made the wrong decision to just stay there, and that is gonna bite them back right now, because they have already made the plant over here made in Delhi, and CT is being heavily guarded. We see a couple of guys from Virtual Assassins from CT, and make that three. I mean, we see all the three from CT, two of them right on CT and one at Heaven. Let's see who's going to take the first kill over here, and Fallen Angel is getting tagged over there, and Flux actually was about to take on Scarface, but then Fallen Angel takes him down as well. Centrifugator is actually going to tag Transgod, I guess.
Yeah, and Centrifugator is completely alone as he's going to be getting killed by Logi with the Yamp, and he actually follows that up with another kill onto Fallen Angel and make it 3-0 in the favor of Made in Delhi.
I mean, that was actually, I would say, a bad retake. I would say, even though they had the first blood in that retake, it was a 3v4.
And they did have the guns also, because they
Exactly.
did kill two guys.
Exactly. Even though they weren't rifles, they were still SMGs. So he could have, even though they had the first kill in that encounter and the retake, they actually could have making the most of that. But the clock was ticking out as well, and that eventually did not actually work out for them.
Yeah, and we are going to be seeing Superman Flux actually buys an orb. He's going to be holding down A main, and what an unfortunate thing! As he's holding down A main with an orb, we are going to be seeing a full rotation coming in towards B from Made in Delhi. And we do see the smokes though, so Scream one taps does not have a good idea of where they're going to be coming from. He is going to be met with Logi and a bullet to his face, as Logi and his friends are going to be making their move. And it seems as though B site is secure. Let's see if Scarface is going to eventually go for the plant. And look at Rahul, he's actually, he doesn't know where the bomb is. He's just going to be making his way towards Vince right now. And let's see if he's going to be met with a bullet to his face again from a person in checkers.
But then it's going to be a 4v3 in favor of Made in Delhi, and when it was a 3v4 against them, they even were able to easily get that retake against Virtual Assassins. Even though Virtual Assassins in the previous round were 4 people, they weren't able to get the retake, and I guess that is going to affect them right now as Superman Flux takes down Transgod over here with a beautiful
So
flick
this
from
is
the
going
off.
to be a 2 versus 2, but sadly Superman Flux is the only guy in B side. And it seems as though they decided to save
it's wise for them to save it right now, because he doesn't have time, as well as he doesn't have a kit as well. So he's got an op. So if he's gonna go and try to take the risk by going and trying for the defuse or something like that, he may lose the op, and that is gonna come really dear on them, because they are running out of money as well. They just have around 3k with that beautiful flick over. This is what I was saying at the time. And
Superman Flux though, it seems as though even if Virtual Assassins technically in paper, if they are losing, Superman Flux is doing a really good job of making sure that his team
he's actually pulling
is
it back for them.
staying.
He's actually trying to get all of them together and try to get some rounds or so, because it's not too late, because it's just 4 rounds into the game. We are into the 5th, and this time we're going to see an A push, I guess. Boost coming out there. I mean, we see a couple of Made in Delhi from the boost.
He was too late, and we are going to be seeing Centrifugator though. He is going to try to fire through that smoke, but sadly he is going to be taken down by Logi. And we are also going to be seeing Raul though. Raul is going to be looking towards highway. HBK is going to be firing onto A main, while Vexy is going to be, I don't know what he's
still
doing.
at boost. I mean, he was there when the couple of guys from Made in Delhi were making it to the boost, and I think he's just holding out well. He's just seeing if the guys from the CTs are, he's actually making sure that Virtual Assassins are not rotating and all of that. So that is actually making their job easier, Made in Delhi. And let's see whether they are going to do that. I mean, Scream one taps is actually pretty close to Scarface, and let's see whether there is something happening, materializing from that.
Yeah, but it seems as though this is a really tough situation for Virtual Assassins. They only have one guy at B, 2 people near A side. Angaija is, playing near truck. So
One's at side and one's at truck, so
Yeah.
it's gonna be pretty. It's not pretty easy for virtual assassins right now because they're being outnumbered right now. It's gonna be a 5v3 as I said, and the bomb is being made its way onto A, and let's see. Oh, and where is Scream looking? I guess he's timed or something like that.
well, maybe, but we are going to be seeing the Molotovs being put down, and Raul is completely sandwiched. He is going to be getting killed by Transgore.
But then the call is being given, and the guy at truck is gonna try to push onto side maybe. Oh, he's
Okay, it seems as though Scream One Taps is suffering a little bit of issues, I guess. I mean, he
but
is
he's
looking at the
having some issues
ground.
with that, I guess.
Like, those are beautiful textures, aren't they? Scream One Taps. Well, I don't think that it is going to be changing a lot of things. Superman Flux, though, he is going to be
he's
covering
gonna
his
go for the
strength.
save, I guess.
Yeah.
He's got no other option right now. He actually
Maybe he can
exhausted.
bait out his teammate and get a bunch of kills.
Oh, he's back.
Okay, he came back at the wrong time, and I guess the bomb is going to explode. Let's see if Superman Flux actually survives this, because if he looks behind, he will be seeing a horde of people coming in
There are
from
4 people
Maiden
coming
Delhi.
out there, but then there is a guy at the Raj, and I think he's going to take him first. And I guess he has a really good angle, but no, he just. Oh my God,
Oh,
that
he needs
is
to be
what.
careful. He needs to be careful. Oh my God. Okay, he is gonna get killed, and that is an
Oh my
big
God, that
loss.
was precious time which he has wasted over there, and he wasted an off as well. That is pretty sad. If you just have a look at this, they are trying to take Loki was going to go for the
Look
off.
at that. That was a really unfortunate reconnect coming in from Screen One Tap, and not really reconnect. Like I guess.
I mean,
he timed
I
out
get
it.
your point. We get your point. Like he just came back at that time, and that
It was
was
like
quite
he was zoning
unfortunate.
out to the textures, and then he suddenly was like, he looked up and he saw death in his face. And we are going to be seeing the rotations being made by Maiden Delhi, and it seems as though Virtual Assassins, they don't really have a lot of money. They do have pistols and armor, but no, the HE grenade being thrown down by Virtual Assassins, that is going to be able to get that kill onto Scarface, and we are going to be seeing the incendiary and the utility actually working out in the favor of Virtual Assassins, and we are going to be seeing the hold being made by Centrifugator. That is going to pay off as he gets a kill onto Mindtrans.
But then I guess Loki is going to take him down because he's coming from the other side, and that was not even that he really didn't know what hit him at that time. 2 quick fracks from Loki, making it comfortable. I guess it will be a comfortable plan for Maiden Delhi, and rightly said it is. And this is going to be tricky because he's right at
Well,
the Vents, I guess. He was at Vents,
he
and
was at Vents as he gets killed by HBK with the AK. Well, I guess that was pretty hard. And look at this. This was a play which was, which actually made it happen. As they were trying to go
yeah,
for the
this was the
boost.
one. This was the one. He got a couple of frags onto, Virtual Assassins over here, and that eventually got them down. That was easy for them to make it a plan because, mind you, that was a 2v3 at that kind of situation, and it was ballsy of Loki to just go over there at checkers and try to get those 2 people, and that eventually paid it off for them. It's a 6-0 scoreline for Maiden Delhi and a 6-round lead for them, and it's not working really well for Virtual Assassins. They have taken a pause right now. And probably they just want to figure out what is going wrong and where the the weak link is in their team, and I guess they are going to sort it out right now, and probably we may even look at a comeback from this point of view.
Yeah, we might be able to, and it seemed as though Fallen Angel in the previous 6 rounds, he was the first guy to die. And I feel like the reason why that was happening was because he was the playmaker actually. He's the guy who goes ahead and lurks around and tries to get the information for his team. And actually take the previous round, for example, he actually went for the boost and he was just trying to look at who is going to be making the rotation.
But I actually say that was pretty unfortunate from Virtual Assassins over there because I'm sorry, Maiden Delhi over there, because the boost is something really it's always you always go for the boost, but then when you actually see 3 people coming out there from mid,
that must
it's
have been
pretty
a
hard.
nightmare for
It's pretty hard
Maiden
for
Delhi.
anyone for that matter to even at least go for a couple of them or even 3 of them. It's going to be pretty hard. The moment you get onto the boost, you see 3 of them coming. You really wouldn't know whom to hit at the first time. So eventually he just got 1 kill, and that is something which you would expect from an entry fragger, and that is what he actually did. And I really wouldn't blame him for that. And probably they are not able to get those kills. They're not able to get those
One thing you
trades.
have to really commend the Virtual Assassins was the same thing in the previous round. As Maiden Delhi were going for the boost, they made use of their utility so good. They threw the Molotov, they threw the HE grenade, and the HE grenade actually got a kill, and the Molotov also got a kill. So 2 of those kills were from a utility item. and that was really good. And you can see right here, this was that play which actually made Maiden Delhi come back. Because if he was not able to get that kill,
exactly. I mean,
Virtual Assassins would have scored that round.
They would have got that round because it was anyways a 3v2 at that situation in favor of Virtual Assassins, and I guess we actually saw a couple of them die from checkers, and the last guy also dying and win. So it's pretty sad to see that. I thought at least they could have rotated from B main or maybe from CT or something like that, because there was a guy at mid and he could have gone either ways, because it's pretty predictable when all of them are, coming from the same place. And as I say that, we are heading into the 7th round. The pause has been cancelled. We are going to see the 7th round of this game. Let's see what we have.
And we actually see 2 ops coming in from Virtual Assassins. Fallen Angel is going to be playing one, while Superman Flux is going to be playing the other.
Now, I'm pretty intrigued on seeing who's going to go for B, because if you're going to go and hold the angle, and that's one of my favorite angles, going into checkers and trying to bait out the guys at B main, and let's see whether we are going to see any of that. So, but no. We see Fallen Angel going from side, from headshot angle, and let's see whether he can actually get that. And probably we see Superman Flux playing from the NBK, trying to spot out any guys coming out there from A main. And we see HBK right to his left, and let's see what is going to happen right now. The flash coming out there from Superman Flux, hitting no one. But then Superman Flux is totally flashed over there from the one coming out there from HBK. But the A is the one which these guys are going to target, I guess, maybe?
Yeah, and HBK actually escaped a little bit from Superman Flux, but he managed to get killed by Centrifugator. And Fallen Angel gets a kill onto Vexy, and this is going to be a really tough situation. The bomb is probably going to be planted at B, but this is a 4 vs 2 situation, as too many people died, and we are going to be
a couple of frags, just like how Loki did in the previous round. We see a couple of frags in checkers right now. That is going to get them the game, I guess, because it's now a 2v2. Both of them are with their pistols, with their rifles as well as an AWP, and it's going to be tricky right now because both of them are coming out there from CT. They have no idea where the others are, and I think Raul is going to have a first glimpse at Scarface, but then if he takes him down, it's going to be a 1 vs. Oh my God, that was pretty sad coming out there from Logi. He almost had it, but Virtual Assassins are finally going to get this first round over here after the timeout. It's gonna be it's a good round, I would say. They actually took that timeout.
Yeah, Virtual Assassins made full use of their timeout. They managed to make sure that they will be getting their stuff together, and they managed to win that round for themselves. But still a commendable play being made by Maiden Delhi. We saw what Logi did in the last round. The same being done.
It was almost Maiden Delhi's round. They almost clutched it from a 2v4, and I'd like to give credit for that. But Virtual Assassins, they made the most of that timeout, I guess. They actually sorted what was going on, and what they actually found out what they were lacking, and they eventually got that. And as we say that, a couple of frags coming out there from Scream 1 Taps and Raul making that a 4v3 over there in favor of Virtual Assassins. Are they actually getting their things back? And as we say that, they are making their way into B right now. They are going to go for a B push right now as Transgod takes down Fallen Angel as well. There's just one more guy there's actually no one.
There's no one. And
there's no one over there.
CT
as well. There is a guy at CT and another guy coming out there from bench, I guess. And I think HBK is going to take Rahul. Oh, is he going to get timed down? Oh my God,
that was just sad. He got a glimpse of.
He actually got timed over there. If you're going to ask me about that, but. That eventually is making it a 3v2 and make that a 2v2 right now, but then it's advantage Maiden Delhi because one of them is already low. The last guy is low, and Transgod with a beautiful couple of frags over there, getting that both of them, and literally snatching that round that right from Virtual Assassin's hand. Look at that, the first frag coming out there, and Superman Flux almost got him, but then Transgod got the first one, and the second one coming out there. I guess he was actually going for the knife, I guess.
Yeah, and it seems as though Maiden Delhi, even though the last round was not really good for them, they did lose that. They did put out a really good fight, and Maiden Delhi make sure that the 8th round was so good. Like, they were so dominant in that round.
No, actually,
Virtual Assassins have to rethink their strategy as to how they want to defend. We are going to be seeing the A main push coming in from Maiden Delhi, and the shotguns being purchased. Superman Flux is in a really dangerous position, and HBK with that AK-47 is going to be getting the kill. We are going to be seeing Centrifugator is going to be alone. The MBK has been mollied out by Maiden Delhi, and the rotations are slow to come, and we are going to be seeing one player at Trox. He is going to be tagged a little through the squeaky.
Not really little, but he's just 11 HP right now. He actually got the tag the whole of him, just 11 HP for him. the guy who's guarding A, and it's going to be pretty hard for him because they still have about 5 more guys remaining. None of them had died over there from Made in Delhi. So it's going to be pretty easy for them because they know that the guy at A is low and they are making their way to B because B is unguarded right now. The guy from mid is making his rotations onto CT, trying to spot out the guys at...
Oh, look at that. They just baited out that there's just still one more guy holding out from the person rotating from A actually. We are going to be seeing Scarface though. He has a good idea of where the CT guy might be. We do see the smoke being traversed by Logi, but sadly, Screen One Tap was ready with the deagle to his head. And we are going to be seeing a 2 versus 4 situation. The Molly has been thrown by Screen One Tap. The smoke's also going to blur out the vision.
But then actually Scream One Taps did the good job of taking that Mac 10 coming out there from Logi, and that, I guess that is not going to happen as well. He's taken out the AK as well, and I guess it's high time for him to go and save, but 3 of them coming right behind him like hounds, and let's see whether he's going to take all of them. He tries to take down one guy, but then no. Scarface takes him down with ease, just 40 HP for him, just 60 was that this guy had dealt onto Scarface, and that was not enough for him to take him down. And making that 8-1 for Made in Delhi. They are running away with this 7-round lead over here, and lots more to come, I guess. They are playing it dominant. They are, holding their side. They are taking the retakes really well, and that is something which Fallen Angel and his lads must, work on. They're not able to get those
They
retakes.
feel it really hard to actually go up against the momentum of Made in Delhi. Virtual Assassins in the previous game, I did commend them for having a decisive way of playing. But sadly, in this game, Made in Delhi's attitude towards the game seems to be much more intense than what Virtual Assassins
But
did.
then let's actually see what we have in store right now, because this is going to be just pistols over here in this round, because 4 of them are in pistols. But then NBK is making his way into, HBK is making his way into A from Squeaky, and Rawl is the one who is at NBK. And let's see whether he's going to spot him, because both of them are playing it, at the same places for the last 3-4 rounds, and that is something which is a point to be noted. And let's see what is going to happen right now. NBK should have a glimpse of Rawl right now. He takes him down, but then Scarface takes down HBK as well. That is quite unfortunate.
Scarface, oh god. If he goes with the team kill, maybe he thought that might get him some points, but sadly that is not going to be the case.
And yet again, I think we're going to see Virtual Assassins trying to salvage a gun or something like that, because this is something really sad, I would say. The last 2 rounds, they are going for the pistols. They are trying to get the
okay. Scream One Taps though, with that CZ, will be able to get that kill onto Transguard, but he knows that there is a guy in Z, tries to go for the repeat, but sadly with the AK, he is going to be decimated, and we are going to be seeing a 9-1 lead for Made in Delhi.
That is what I was talking to you about. HBK was trying to go for Rawl and he takes him down, but then within seconds, I think it was Transguard or Scarface who actually, killed him by mistake, and that is something that was pretty hilarious in the previous round. And Screamy One Tap was trying to, try to get a gun or something like that, which clearly did not happen. But then they're going to go for 4 M4s and 1 AWP, and let's see whether he's going to take the first kill over here. Fallen Angel is in a good angle. I think he can. Like I said, the smoke coming out there from the terrorists, and that is going to make it evident that they are going to go for a B push. We see 4 of them at B main along with the bomber, and the other one right at mid trying to hold out the backstab and the rotations and all that. The Fallen Angel spots Vexy and takes him down. He's going to take another frag as well. He's got 2 quick frags over here onto Made in Delhi, and there is another guy coming out there from Checkers, but he's not aware of that. Logi takes him down and takes him down from headshot, and that is actually going to be the one which clears the B side, and that is going to be a pretty easy plan for Made in Delhi. That was a quick round, and that was a quick rotation coming out there from Logi, going on and trying to take the guy on side, the Oppo who actually took down both the guys from Made in Delhi, Scarface and Vexy, and that is something really good. HBK takes another one as well. And let's see what is going to happen.
Raul was too cocky. He was like, okay, the place is clear. Let me just go for a peek, and boom, he got killed. And that was kind of a sad round for Virtual Assassins. Even though we do see Fallen Angel, he got 3 kills in a row. And that might have been something amazing.
He actually got a couple of kills, and Logi actually he just came and he just got a couple of kills, and that was pretty amazing. I think nobody even saw Logi coming out there.
Yeah, that was because Fallen Angel was watching towards B main.
Not just that. There was another guy at CT as well from Virtual Assassins, which Logi actually had killed in the first place, which I clearly think the call wasn't given for Fallen Angel, that there is a guy coming out there from Checkers who actually made it to CT, and that is where, like I said previously, the teamwork was lacking for Virtual Assassins. The guy at Checkers making it to headshot and trying to kill the Opper at B side is something really they need to work on. And yeah, this is what I was saying.
Look at that.
This is the first player coming out there. He takes him down. He peeks and takes down the second guy as well. The third guy who is coming from the Checkers was the MVP for Made in Delhi in that round.
Logie is the MVP for Made in Delhi. He managed to make the rotation happen. I think that if Fallen Angel was allowed to live there, he would have made sure that Virtual Assassins probably got that round, but sadly he was taken down by Logie, and we are going to be seeing round number 12, Made in Delhi with 10-1 lead, and we are going to be seeing Made in Delhi making their way towards A main. It seems as though they are not even going to think about going towards B.
Because it's pretty evident that it's going to be a pistol round for them because they had lost a couple of rounds, 3 rounds in a row. But then they are going to make the most of this. Raul is taking a Fallen Angel takes on one guy, but he takes on another. Raul takes on another guy as well. It's going to be a 4v3 advantage for Virtual Assassins, but they are not taking the guns. I mean, only the AK coming out there from Raul. He's going to take down another guy, but he is going to get flashed. But no, he doesn't. But the bomb is being dropped down. But a couple of guys coming out there from the east, and Raul takes down one guy, but he managed to little bit of attack. He just gives out a little bit of attack, just about 27 HP onto Bexy, making it a 1v2 against Made in Delhi. And let's see whether he's going to make the plant, because they clearly know that the guy is at A, and that eventually gets them the round, and probably they are going to salvage for weapons. But no. Okay. Oh, that is sad.
That was like they had the advantage and they managed to go for the push, but sadly, 2 people playing in Squeaky, they managed to get that AK for themselves, and that was.
But actually, it doesn't matter because they anyways have enough money to buy our guns as well as the rifles. And look at this, we're going to see a couple of ops coming out there from Virtual Assassins, but Made in Delhi don't have a single op. They're just going for a 5 AK setup, and let's see how it's going to fare for them. As Raul is going to make his way onto B, and we see Superman Flux watching it out from the NBK. But the bomb is still at B mains, and he's probably waiting for the push coming out there from Virtual Assassins. And let's see what we have in store, because Superman Flux is actually he's pretty cool out there waiting for Made in Delhi to make an error. But then the molly coming out there from Squeaky is going to make Superman Flux aware that there is a guy from Squeaky, and it may be an A push, but Centrifugator takes down HPK. But a beautiful flick coming out there from Superman Flux takes down Scarface, and I think it's about time for Made in Delhi to retreat, because but no, Raul takes down Transcode as well. That leaves only the bomber alive at B main, but he is also coming out to A right now. They are going to rotate, and Bexy is going to make sure that the backstab is not going to come out, and the flash he puts up a pop flash coming out there from the Raj.
Pop flash, and we are going to be seeing Superman Flux though. He does manage to spot out a guy in A main, and Logie though, he is going to be making his way.
He's actually the last man standing.
Yeah, he thinks that there might be a guy near Forklift, but sadly there was a guy in heaven and he managed to go down. We do see the off shot actually missing, and he goes for a repeat, but sadly the bolt was in. The bullet was in the op, and he managed to go for another shot, and that eventually gets Logie killed. So Virtual Assassins, they are probably going for a comeback right now. 3-10 in the favor of Made in Delhi. And we are going to be seeing a really tough round. This is going to be the last round for the first half, I believe.
I mean, we still have another round as well. So, I mean,
this is the 14th round.
It's still as crucial as the last round as well, because if you are going to lose this, you're going to lose a lot of money, and it's going to cost you dear in the next round.
And it seems as though both the sides are in a really tough position for the economy.
Oh, look at this! A couple of people boosting out there from Made in Delhi, eventually getting a trade, and it was pretty.
As though Centrifugator, even though he got that kill first, he got killed by the molly. And
no, it was pretty sad. He was eventually unable to clear the mid rush, but then he eventually died to the molly, and that is pretty sad. And Stream One Taps is making sure that the mid he's taken mid control as well, and it's going to be an A push, I guess, because we see a couple of guys from
Superman Flux managed to go for a kill onto Scarface, and only one guy is alive, and he is going to be making his way towards Forklift, and Superman Flux anticipated that moment and gets that kill onto Transgod. And this is going to be the final round for the first half. And look at that replay. He saw the shots being fired from the AK, the muzzle flare, and Superman Flux knew exactly where he was. And that is going to be a kill going the way of Made in Delhi. And
we are into the last round of the first half as well. And let's see how. Let's see whether Virtual Assassins are going to end this half in a high, and let's see whether it's going to happen. They are sticking to their default 2 op and 3 M4 setup. That would probably be like one at NBK, one at B, and this time, however, we are seeing a couple. We are seeing a three guy. We are seeing a three mid push over here. They are trying to see if there is going to be a boost or something like that, which is not going to be the case. And we see three of them going on to A main from Made in Delhi and one from Squeaky as well. And it's going to be NBK. It's going to be HBK again, and
HBK has a really tough position, you know, killing that guy in NBK, and we are going to be seeing Centrifugator, though he's going to be holding down 4 clips, just waiting to see if the Squeaky is going to open.
But then the mollies and smokes are coming out there from Made in Delhi, and let's see whether it's going to be a near push. But no, they are throwing the molly and coming back. They are retreating back to, they're going to go for the boost, and let's see the guy at Z is going to take him down. It's going to be pretty tricky over here because the guy at Z, I guess, is the Oppo over here.
Alright, we will be seeing that in a bit as they go for the peak. Scarface is going to be leading the vanguard, and sadly the guy from Z has actually
moved on to the highway, and it's going to be pretty,
it's going to be pretty tricky for them, and we are going to be seeing the push coming out from highway. Screen One Taps is going to be backing off and making sure that he's in a safe position, and it seems as though Made in Delhi are trying to go for an A setup. We are going to be seeing Logi backing up his friend over at highway, and the flash is being put down by Screen One Taps.
And we see a couple of guys coming out there from A main and a couple of guys from highway, so it's going to be an A execute. It's pretty evident that because there's still just 25 seconds remaining on the clock, and they need to make a plant over there. But Superman Flux with a beautiful shot over there onto Scarface. He's going for another one. He got 2. No, he didn't get that actually.
Yeah, but then that was his own teammate. But Virtual Assassins somehow managed to hold down the fort with 2 people alive. And that is going to be, as you said, Virtual Assassins ending the half with a high.
Exactly, it was a pretty good half for them. Given that in the first, I guess they were around 10-11. I mean, I'm sorry, 10-1. In that
and they made 4 rounds
in a row, and that is something really great. I guess the timeout actually worked. They had a couple of timeouts over there, which eventually worked, and which got the momentum flowing into their side. And I guess they are going to do really well in. In the T side, given that they are ending the note on a high, and let's see what we have in store. None of them from Made in Delhi are going to go into mid. Probably they're going to go on to highway, but no, we see actually one guy staying at truck and a couple of guys going on to A-main. So it's going to be a really good fight over here. The pistol round is going to be underway, and Superman Flux and Ball take a couple of frags over here. They are making their way into it. There is a guy at forklift, and Superman Flux takes him as well. It's going to be an easy plant for them. 2 guys coming out there from CT, and I think the guy at truck is actually going on there on a fight over there, but Centrifugator is getting taken down by Logi over here, but 2 of them are at truck, and it's going to be pretty hard for them.
Oh, and Fallen Angel over Z gets the kill onto Logi, and we are going to be seeing Scream One Taps finishing off that by getting a kill onto the last player from Made in Delhi. So that is Virtual Assassins getting the first point, drawing first blood in the second half. And look at that, actually, Superman Flux goes for the jump, sees that crosshair, just click onto the head of the guy in the forklift, and that was an easy kill for Virtual Assassins.
That actually, popped up the momentum for Virtual Assassins in the last few rounds, if you actually noticed, right from the, the halftime switch, and before that, Superman Flux was actually getting those kills, like 1 or 2 kills in the start, and that is actually pumping up the morale for them. And as we see that Virtual Assassins are going to go for 3 gullies,
and 1 3 rifles. There is 3 rifles and 2 SMGs.
While Made in Delhi are actually going on for the pistols. We see 3 P250s, 1 Deagle and a CB as well. And looks though as if they are going to go into A. Probably they are trying to bait out the guy with B. Raul trying to fake it out. The flashes and mollies and nades and all are coming out, but then the guys in B are actually pushing it out. He's going to get 2 quick tracks over here. Is he going to go for a third? But no, HBK shuts him down with that P250 right onto his head. Centrifugator takes on 1 as well, while HBK is making a long
but he did not expect the guy on top of the container, and he was ready, getting that kill onto HBK. Just look at that. Raul gets 1 kill, 2 kills, swaps out with the pistol, but sadly, that time the animation was not really working out for him as he gets killed by HBK. But
he actually ran out of bullets at that point. Probably the first shot he could have the first kill he could have probably tried to aim it down and try to take it down in quick succession, but that wasn't the case, and that is why probably but it doesn't matter anyways. They won that round, so nothing to talk about that. And let's see what is going to go on.
Made in Delhi are going to be rushing towards A main.
Yeah, they're not rushing. They're actually stacking
they're just
out
holding there.
They're just stacking a day, and we see 3 people. 2 of them buying P250s, and the others sticking on with their USPs. But Centrifugator with that guy, he gets 2. He's going to get 3 more, but no, he almost gets a third, but Superman Flux gets a couple of them. 1 being already damaged by that, but Superman Flux gets 3. It was probably
Yeah.
just Centrifugator and Superman Flux doing
And
all
you
the
did see
damage.
Centrifugator, he managed to get 1 kill,
He
2
actually got-
kills, and then he gets flashed. And even though he was blind, he managed to
He
tag
actually
one
managed
of
to tag
them
him. He managed
so
to tag
much.
him so much that just one bullet out of Superman Flux's gun actually got them and got them the kill. And it was all it was it could have been a team wipe, but then it wasn't. It was pretty unfortunate over that because of the flash. But it actually did that job, making it 8-10 for them, just the lead of 2 rounds between both these teams. And we see Made in Delhi going for the op. However, Virtual Assassins are not going for the op. And let's see what we have in store. They are making the mid. They are trying to take the mid control, and we see a couple of guys. We see a couple of guys at A main as well. But the bench boost coming out there.
The boost coming in from the Vels, and they managed to get that kill. We are going to be seeing Raul, though he's in a quickly situation, tries to go for a kill, but that it's 2 versus 1. As Vexy managed to get that kill onto Raul, we are going to be seeing Transgod, though, trying to make his way towards Highway, and we are going to be seeing Vexy getting killed by a bullet to his head. He somehow managed to get revenge for his teammate as Transgod gets the kill onto screen 1 tap. Centrifugator is going to be holding down Highway from Forklift, and let's see how exactly it's going to be panning out for them.
But the plant is being coming out there from Virtual Assassins, and I think that is going. Oh, it's actually a fake over there, but Superman Flux takes him down. It's going to be a 1 versus 1. Superman Flux and Scarface right in front of each other, and Superman Flux takes him down. That was a beautiful play there coming out there from Superman Flux, going to the fake plant, trying to bait the CTs into coming into the site, and that eventually got them the round. 2 quick frags, and that was the MVP of the round.
That was, some intellectual brain fart level plays coming in from Virtual Assassins right there, and you see that Transgod, even though he was doing really well, Centrifugator and Superman Flux working in conjunction with each other.
You actually saw CTs pushing out there. That was actually because of the fake coming out there from Superman Flux, eventually getting that round. And now we see the bomb going on to A, and we see 3 of them coming out there from Virtual Assassins onto A, and I guess it's going to be an A execute. But
it seems as though there is nobody in
exactly.
Made in Delhi in A. Actually, they are all going towards B. They just have one guy from Made in Delhi in A, and it seems as though one more guy is going to be rotating forward for them from
the trucks. He was actually at the mid, and he's leaving mid for the truck right now, because the guy at A is totally out of cover. And now he's making his way onto Z as well. So if they want to go, this is the right time. But no, that doesn't seem to be the plan for.
Oh, maybe this is a mind games.
It's a bait.
Mind games.
It's gonna be a bait. It's gonna be a bait for Virtual Assassins, as they are making their way into the most crowded place in this map at the moment. 3-on-3 over there. There's gonna be a really good fight coming out there. Raul is getting taken down there from Logi, but he does the damage. Let's see what we have in store right now. Logi takes down a couple of guys, and it's gonna be 3v1. Against him, and that is not going to happen. And now we are seeing probably the best comeback yet we have seen. From 10-1, they have made it to 10-10, and this is really amazing. They won about 9 rounds in a row, and that is, I really want to give total credits for Virtual Assassins. That one timeout actually upped their game as well as their morale, and they started thinking, and they knew what they were doing. That eventually is paying them off right now, and let's see whether they are going to wipe it out from now, because Made in Delhi had a really good start. They just couldn't capitalize on that, and as we say that, they are leaving mid completely alone, and we see the bomb as well as Virtual Assassins, 4 of them going on to A, and Centrifugator takes down one. He's going to take on another one, but no, Transgod takes him down, and Superman Flux takes him down as well. A lot of trades coming out there. HBK takes down Superman Flux as well. It's going to be a 3v3 over here, but mind you, HBK is already low. He's just 15 HP over here. He spots a guy at, that was his teammate. I beg your pardon for that.
And HBK is kind of in a prickly situation, because there is one guy in Squeaky, and he is getting sandwiched right now as Scream 1 taps, gets that kill onto HBK, and he is going to be flashing down the trucks area, making sure that the bomb makes its way without getting killed. And it seems as though
it's going to be an easy plan for them. It's actually going to be an easy plan for them, because both the guys are at CT, but there is a guy at Highway who has actually heard all their sounds they had been making. So everyone over here clearly knows that. Everyone over here at Virtual Assassins clearly knows that the both of them are near truck and CT, so it's going to be a pretty easy one for them. The plant is being made. We see a couple of guys at quad, so probably they are going to bait it out over there. Oh, beautiful shot there off the smoke from Logi onto Fallen Angel, but that is not going to happen for them. It's 11th round for Virtual Assassins. 10 rounds in a row. A beautiful shot coming out there from Gogi, but to no avail. That is actually not working out for them. They really need to, switch
that
up
was
the
like
game.
Logie threw the shot through the smoke, even though his team actually, did not make it the previous round.
Exactly.
That shot through the smoke was kind of good because he knew exactly how they're going to be peeking out from quad. And that is just good game sense coming in from Made in Delhi. But Virtual Assassins proved to be one above them.
And actually, they are going to go into their pistols right now. Made in Delhi are forced to go on their pistols, and I guess if they are not going to go and get this round, it's going to be really tough for them to give a comeback because they actually lost it once. It was a 10-1, and they made it to 11-10 against them. That is something really they need to work on. And as we say, they are going to go into Virtual Assassins are planning to go into A. I probably guess because the bomb has been dropped at garage. And outside garage, right outside garage.
And Centrifugator somehow managed to get that kill onto HBK, and we are gonna be seeing Superman Flux in a really tough situation. He tries to go for the smoke, and he needs to be careful. But Centrifugator holding down his teammates back, gets 2 kills, 3 kills, and that is going to be okay. Maybe this might just be an ace, because I do believe Centrifugator
he got the first kill as well.
And we are gonna be seeing Scarface though in Z completely alone. And let's see if he's going to be pointing out Centrifugator, but no. Rao is going to be getting that kill onto Scarface, and that is going to be Virtual Assassins showing their dominance, putting their foot down, and making sure that Made in Delhi do not make their comeback. Not anytime soon.
Yeah, exactly. Not anytime soon, because they are running away with this a lot of.
And they don't have any money also. Made in Delhi, please.
Not really. I mean, probably if they are going to get this round, probably they can, pose a comeback or something like that, because this is the time for them. If they are not going to do it right now, it's not going to work out. He is going to go for the stamps, I guess. It's not working out.
That was kind of close. Like, if he just hit that a little milliseconds in delay, I believe that Fallen Angel would have gotten the kill. And
then Raw actually spots a guy at sandbag, and I guess he's going to take him. But no, SBK with a beautiful shoulder pick takes him down to the off, and that really, shuts Virtual Assassins mid entry right now, as nobody is going to peek right now, as they are going to go into A, while Transguard takes down Centrifugator. Little does he know that there is the bomber. The bomb is right outside A main, and I think Made in Delhi are grouping it at A, as the bomb is being taken there by the guy at Squeaky. I guess that should be HBK. I'm sorry, Fallen Angel.
And we are going to be seeing Transgod and HBK holding down the A site, while one guy is going to be playing towards Strux.
And Superman Flux is actually making it to the boost and trying to see if he can clear mid, but little does he realize that there is nobody at mid, even though there are 5 people alive from
there is a guy
Virtual
at
Assassin.
Vents.
But there is a guy at Vents. He has been boosted over here. Probably he's just waiting for Superman Flux to just take out the Vents and try to come out. But Scarface spots out Fallen Angel, and is he going to take him down? He takes down. He's got. Oh my god! Oh my god! What is going on?
You know what, Scarface, even though he did manage to miss a lot of shots, I do believe that he's rattled the wallets of Virtual Assassins enough, because they are going to be pretty scared. They do know that their position has been figured out.
You know what? If he had got those 2 frags right on point, that could have been their round, because mind you, it's already a 5v3, and as you can see, as you had already seen in the previous rounds as well, they were really good in clutch. Oh my god!
From Getsy managed to get that kill onto Fallen Angel, and we are going to be seeing the game going the way of Made in Delhi. You know what? I was talking about how the comeback is going to be a little bit hard for them, but they just shut me down, and they managed to get that round for themselves.
Just look at that, a couple of good frags over there from HBK. This one was really good. That eventually got him that round, and probably that should have actually come about about 20-30 seconds before, when Scarface actually clearly saw a couple of them who weren't even looking at him. He could have just tried to go for a tap and try to take down both the guys, but that clearly wasn't the case. But it really doesn't matter, because they anyways got that 1 round back after a long time. And let's see whether this is going to continue. The pause is being taken there by one of the seeds, and let's see whether
Tango, I have a question for you. Yeah? Do you think that this game has the potential to go to overtime?
I really think it can go on to the overtime, because it's.
I do think that both these teams are equally matched.
Exactly, I have seen a lot of games like this, but then this game is totally special, because I haven't seen a comeback like you lose 10 rounds and you win 10 rounds again. I mean, I have seen comebacks. I'm not saying that I haven't seen. I've seen comebacks where you tend to lose about 5 rounds or maybe 4 rounds and get back 4 rounds and something like that. But this is something which is really
rounds which Virtual Assassins won in the first half was 9, and they kept going.
It was actually at one point of time it was 10-1 in favor of Made in Delhi.
Yeah.
And look where we are right now. Just 12 rounds later, we see it's 12-11 right opposite to in favor of Virtual Assassin. So that is something really good, and that is something really that was made happen because courtesy of a timeout as well. They actually took a timeout. They broke the momentum of Made in Delhi.
And talking about timeouts, do you think this is going to be the timeout which is going to make Made in Delhi come back into the game? Because
I mean, it could be because I mean, I never thought that timeout is going to have so much of influence on this, and which was rightly what happened. And I think this timeout is also going to have something like that. I could just I really don't want to put my dibs on that. And as we are saying that the timeout is going to expire right now, we are going to go into the 24th round of this game, and let's see what is going to go on, where the wind is going to go, and
whether Virtual Assassins are going to be extending their lead or Made in Delhi are going to be evening out the score. We are going to be seeing HBK though. He is in a really tough situation as Vexy gets the kill onto Rao, and Virtual Assassins are down by one player. Logi though, he is going to be holding that angle onto A main, and it seems as though not a lot of players actually making their way towards A main. Virtual Assassins have around one guy just trying to see if he wants to go towards Squeaky, but it seems as though they are gonna be
they are playing it. They are playing it a little safe. They are playing it. They've actually taken a step back because of their entry fragger who had just died first and who actually drew the first blood over there. And let's see whether they are gonna make something happen over here, because it's gonna be a 4v5. They have all the sides heavily guarded, and we have Logi as well with the op, who's actually scouting it out at A mains, trying to see if there's anyone trying to peek it out as well. So it's not gonna be a cakewalk for them. The vent, there is a guy at the vent boost as well. I think the guy at the mid boost is gonna have a look at him, but no, he actually drops down. And Logi takes down.
Tries to go for the peak.
Oh my god!
He actually spots out a guy, but sadly he was being backed up by an op being played from the A side, and he goes down. We are going to be seeing Transgod though having a good angle onto A main, but sadly nobody is going to be making that rotation. Maybe not. The bomber is coming, but he is going to be killed by the opper, and that is Logi. And Logi does know the exact location of the last player of Virtual Assassins. Look at him, he's just firing onto that wall.
Well, actually, he just made the sound over there, and Scream One Taps is going to get shot there by either Logi or someone over there, because he's just 21 HP, and everyone knows that. I think his mind,
yeah, that was just
going to take him down. Yeah, exactly.
Like, he did not care. He knew that he is sandwiched. He was,
no, I wouldn't really blame it on him, because he just had 10 seconds to react over there. They already wasted a lot of time during as soon as Raul had died over there. He was wasting a lot of time. They were all wasting a lot of time over there, just trying to spot out people over there. But that was pretty crucial when it came to the last 10-15 seconds of the game, where I think HBK
I do think that the last timeout which Made in Delhi has worked out for them, as they have managed to even the scoreboards in their favor. Let's see how exactly
this could go anywhere. Yeah. I really can't say that Virtual Assassins are going to win or Made in Delhi are going to win, because this game is like so even that I really can't lay my weight on any one of these teams.
And I do believe that when Logi was holding down NDK, or when he was holding down quads watching towards Squeaky, he did manage to land one shot onto the guy who was inside of Squeaky, and he was pretty low, and that's exactly what forced him to come out. He was patty between the breads.
I mean, not really. He really didn't have a choice, because even if he wanted to go outside from Squeaky right from behind, that would have actually got him the death, because there is a guy pushing, trying to hunt him down from the mid region as well. So either ways he is going to die, and there was no other way for him as well. And as we see B-Rush coming out there, we see all the 5 of them coming onto B main, while HPK is making his way onto headshot, trying to spot out. Oh, beautiful! 2 shots over, just 1 shot and 2 kills over there from HBK on to Scream One Taps as well as Raul. Are we going to see more of that? But then the bomb has been dropped over that. This is sad. Fallen Angel trying to see if there is anyone coming out there from the backstab. Are they going to do something over here? It's really unfortunate over here, as Centrifugator getting tagged over there, just 42 HP, while HBK is making his way on to checkers. I guess he's going to get another one as well. Is he going to get timed over here? Oh my god, but no, he really didn't pull the trigger over there. That eventually allowing Centrifugator to take that kill as well as the op. But then he's not taking the op. He's actually not taking the op as well. It's going to be a 4v2 right now. And until And until Fallen Angel is not going to.
Oh, Centrifugator, he
Oh,
was
that-
getting a little bit too cocky, tries to go for a peek, and Fallen Angel has a scout, so I don't think that is worth saving. Maybe if he can get a rifle or something and run away, that might be the best scenario.
I mean,
for
it
them.
was pretty.
But I don't
sad.
think
It
that
was
is going to
actually-
happen. I don't think that is going to happen because the bomb is on site, and there's no reason whatsoever where Made in Delhi are going to be getting out of that site. They have everyone there, and they are going to be covering every entrance towards the site. And we are going to be seeing Fallen Angel, though he is going to be firing at the vents. Maybe no. I guess he does not want to die.
So what what could have happened was if Fallen Angel would have reacted, probably trying to go and backstab them from C or something like that. I guess Centrifugator could have waited for some more time had that happened, but no, this is just gonna run down the time over here and probably he could have just gone and tried to take the op over there at B main, but no, that is not going to be the case as they are running out of
Maybe
time.
he might be
They
able to
are
do that.
running out of time. No, they really can't do that, and I think they are gonna. I don't think they would have got much of money because of that, and now we are gonna see the tide shift for them.
Two people
Yeah, exactly.
with one bullet, man. Oh my god, HBK, have my babies. Okay, maybe not. Okay, we are gonna be seeing Made in Delhi though. They are gonna be having the lead right now. It seems as though the reign of virtual assassins is essentially over as they are being forced into buying pistols, while Made in Delhi, they do have enough money and enough money in their banks also that even if they do,
Even if they are going to lose this round, it's not going to affect them really unless it's going to be their morale. So I guess they could go all in with this, and let's see what we have in store because Centrifugator is making his way along with another guy at A main, and I'm sorry, a Squeaky, and let's see what we have in store because the bomber as well is coming on to A main, and probably they are going to they don't have smokes as well, so it's going to be pretty tricky for them to get outside A main and try to go and execute a plant or something like that because we still have Transgod and I think Scarface a day, and we have Vexy a day as well. So we have
three
we have
versus
A.
five. I guess this is
We
gonna
have
be three
A
versus
heavily
five.
guarded over here. The flash is gonna pop out anytime soon because all the 5 people from Virtual Assassins are making their way into A. Vexy has been taken down. The flash coming out there, literally blinding Team 1 Tabs, but then he makes it on to A. But Transgod is getting taken down there. What is going on? It's gonna be a 4v2 for them. But Fallen Angel is trying to take out Scarface over there, but that is not going to happen. Mind HBK as well as Scarface are the only ones remaining over there. But then Scarface takes down one, and I guess HBK has every chance of taking down another. But Scarface takes down another guy with a wall bang as well. It's going to be a 2v2. HBK and Scarface against. Oh my God, he gets another one. There's just one guy to his left, and Fallen Angel. He's got all the power in the world to do that, and let's see whether he can do it. But no, HBK takes him down. What a retake there from Made in Delhi, making this 2v4, which was literally impossible with just about a little time remaining. He takes him down. It's going to be a 14-12 in favor of Made in Delhi. What a round that was for Made in Delhi. This was their make or break round, I would say, and that has actually put Virtual Assassins in the back foot, and this is going to be really hard for them.
Yeah, this is going to be extremely hard for them, but they do somehow manage to, scour enough money to buy an op for themselves. Virtual Assassin, Superman Flux, in his signature op, is going to be playing that. Centrifugator and his friends trying to make their way towards A main. And look at that, actually, nobody is at A. It seems as though everybody from Made in Delhi are getting a little bit too cocky for themselves, trying to go for an aggressive push onto B. And we are going to be seeing Raul, though. Raul is going to be holding down. Okay,
I guess Raul has B in control, and even if there are people who are going to make it from B main, he's got a really good control over that. But then I guess they are rotating on to A, and I think Raul could make it from vents and try to scour out B side, probably because there's only one guy at B main and the other guy was somewhere near. He's right under heaven, so they're not actually rushing it down. They're just waiting for they're just trying to play it on and play some time over here.
And we do see one guy from Made in Delhi is in Sunroom, and we are going to be seeing HBK though. He is going to be getting the kill onto Scream one tap, and that is going to be
but then I guess he's going to get another one as well because there is a guy at Benz, and I think he might even take him down. But no, we are not going to see that as Vexy is guarding B sunrooms over here, as the others from Virtual Assassins are trying to make it onto A, but little do they know that there are a couple of guys at side, but then one of them is low, so it's going to be pretty tricky out there. Transcod is making his way onto quad, and let's see what we are going to look right now, because the bomber has made it to A. He's going to go for the plant, but no, the guy at quad, the Superman Flux takes him down with a beautiful shot over there. The bomb has been planted. This is a tricky plant over there, but Superman Flux actually spots HBK. He tags him for a little bit. Can he actually take him down? But no, Bexy takes him down as well. It's going to be 2-on-2 over here. HBK and Bexy against Rawl and Centrifugator. The molly has been thrown over there from Bexy, and he spots a guy at truck, and the other guy is at side, and I think he doesn't realize that. He's going to go for the flash and try to go for a pop flash over there and try to take him down. He's going for a fake, and let's see whether he's going to bait down a couple of guys over here. But no, he does. But oh my god, that is quite a beautiful round there for Virtual Assassins.
I feel like that was just the two players from the side of Virtual Assassins. They were just playing around from that last guy.
And that was a really good peek coming out there from HBK. Just going out really slow and trying to take him down, and that eventually got him the first kill in that round. And this is going right down to the wire. We are in the 28th round of this game. It's 13-14 in favor of Made in Delhi. A lot of rounds going just to and fro. I mean, like,
yeah, and
going on to
Delhi, I do believe that they
have
what it takes. I do believe that they have what it takes to take this round to the match point for themselves. But it seems as though Virtual Assassins have a little bit of a change in their gameplay. They are playing it a little bit more passive, and I do believe that they are going to be making it really hard for Made in Delhi. We are going to be seeing 3 people over A, 2 people in A main, while one guy is going to be holding down Squeaky. The bomb has been dropped right outside A main, and 2 guys are going to be holding down near the turret spawn, and it seems as though HBK again gets the kill onto Fallen Angel, the same angle, and we're seeing Scarface with an unfortunate peek, gets killed by Superman Flux. Raul is going to be throwing down that molly and tries to go inside, and we are going to be seeing Superman Flux completely blind right now for coming in from the smoke, throws down that molly, throws down the flashbang. Maybe he can go in. No, he is going to be a little bit hesitant for that. We are going to be seeing 2 people over, one guy at quads and one guy at NBK. Raul is going to be looking through the smoke. He is, having a really good angle onto a highway once the smoke clears out.
But then the bomb has been coming onto A main, and let's see whether they are going to push from here, because they still have around only 35 seconds, and if they have to execute something, they have to do it right away, because Superman Flux has a really good angle. But then there are 3 people at A right now, one at NBK, one at quad, and one at highway, and I think he spots a guy at the NBK, but actually screws up the aim over there, and that eventually allowing Made in Delhi to win the second successive round in this game. And this is something really good, because they are going on to the match point, and I think they have they really have a really good advantage over here, because money wise, I think most of them would not be able to buy an AK as well for Virtual Assassins, because you see a couple of them going on for illegals.
This is going to be really tough, but we have seen a lot of pistol rounds, a lot of just buying pistols and SMGs working out really well for Virtual Assassins.
But then this is going to be totally different, because it's going to be exactly, because if they are going to lose this round, that's it, the game's over. It's going to be it's going to be a really a tricky round for them. They have to play it really slow, or probably they should be rushing it all in, because right now HBK takes down another time. He takes down the first kill of the game, of the round, and he takes down Superman Flux as well. That is something really sad for Virtual Assassins, because Superman Flux has been their entry fragger for the last few rounds, and that is not going to be the case this time.
Oh, and look at this, VRL actually makes a little bit of noise at B, so maybe they might bait Made in Delhi to
they might go for a fake and try to go for an A, probably, because there is already a guy at A main trying to spot out if there are any people at A, and let's see whether they can make it into any side, because they are heavily guarded over here. Virtual Assassins, I don't think they will be able to break the defense of Made in Delhi, because they are not moving a muscle over here. They're just staying there outside. They're not rotating unnecessarily. There's spams coming out there from HBK trying to take out the guy. Oh, beautiful 1D coming out there from Fallen Angel. Is it going to do something over here for Virtual Assassins? Can they get a miracle over here? Because it's going to be a 4v4, but then Virtual Assassins still don't have any guns over here. 2 Galils, and finally, oh my god, a couple of good tries coming out there from Logi. He's proving that they are going to be the MVP. He's going to be the MVP for Made in Delhi, because the bomb has been dropped, and they still have just 30 seconds for them to act over here. Fallen Angel, he's going to take 2 people aside, he's going to take 1, but no, oh my god, aim punch is coming out there, but Centrifugator takes down Bexy as well. It's going to be a 1v3, but mind you, a couple of them are low over here, so it may be pretty easy for him. There are a couple of guys inside. Is he going to spot any of them? He spots Logi, but no! Transfer takes him down. What a game is this? 16-13 for Made in Delhi. What a game. Trust me, I really love this game right from the start. I actually thought it may be monotonous over here in the first few rounds. I mean, when it was 10-1, I really thought it's going to be a cakewalk for them. But no, they actually put their foot
Virtual
down.
Assassins, even though they were 9 rounds behind, they somehow managed to put their A game forward. They had 10 rounds in a row. Actually, not even 10. I believe they had around 12 rounds.
They had around 12 rounds in a row, and they actually made it to. They actually got the lead, but that wasn't necessary. I mean, that wasn't actually working out.
Took around 2 timeouts to actually get their stuff together. I believe that they had a really bad attitude towards the game during the first half.
I mean, not really. I wouldn't really call it a bad attitude or something like that, because they really didn't know
their phase of the game. Like they thought
they actually did not know what was going on in the first few rounds, and that eventually all they needed was just a timeout, just a break for their momentum, as well as to think about what was going wrong and what had to be done, and that eventually is what they didn't do, and which they did in the second half when they actually lost the lead. And that is something which I really like to say right now, that Logi and Superman Flux had really good frags over there, and I think it's overall a team game which actually got Made in Delhi to win this game, and that was a beautiful game as well.
And I do believe that Superman Flux, for his team, he was the MVP, and Logi and HBK actually, because HBK, even though when he was playing in the first half, he was kind of dying a little bit near the NBK area. Like we could see that HBK kept dying to NBK, and that was not just for one round. That kept going
exactly.
For 2 to 3 rounds.
That happened for a couple of 2 to 3 rounds, and that was really good. And I guess even you guys enjoyed this game as well. And for you guys who are watching out right now, we'll be back with the next game at 7:30 p.m. tonight. This is me, Sriram, also known as Tango, and this is
I'm Old Bear, also known as That Prashant, and we'll be seeing you guys in a few more minutes.
We are citizens of a future redefined. No regrets tied to the things we leave behind. Brand new possibilities, technologies, and currencies. A new sun will rise, the shadows blackly fade. Dawn of a new age.
Thank you.